Hello, this is Chris Pickard at Body in Balance on a slightly overcast day, and today I would like to talk to you about something called adrenal fatigue. This is going to be the first, I think, in a series of videos that I'm going to be doing about energy. Now, there we go, adrenal fatigue. Now, when it comes to energy, when it comes to fatigue, I think something like 150,000, or it could be 250,000 people in the UK have been diagnosed or are suffering with what's called chronic fatigue syndrome. Yet, that's just people who are diagnosed with just an energy disorder, whether it's ME or post-viral syndrome. They can all be lumped together. Whereas about 10% of people going to a medical doctor actually are complaining of being tired all the time. And then there's a whole list of different things that are the things to really check for, that are the common causes of feeling tired all the time. Things like the thyroid isn't working properly, maybe you're low in iron, maybe you're low in B vitamins. These are simple things, but so often these things are checked and they come back normal. Even worse, in the case of some patients with thyroid problems, is the thyroid problem is actually diagnosed, the thyroid is then treated, but people still have no energy. Now, in the alternative world, what's also looked at is the adrenal glands, because they're the ones that produce your adrenaline and they give you your get up and go. And it's been hypothesized for a long time that the more stress you put your body under, the worse your lifestyle, the more pressure there is on the adrenals, and they slowly run out of energy and fatigue. And hence, if people are having difficulty getting up in the morning, they maybe wake up then can't get back to sleep again, or they have an energy slump in the middle of the afternoon, or they're just low in energy all the time, they get diagnosed with adrenal fatigue. And there are even tests that you can have, saliva tests and things to see what your adrenal hormones are like throughout the day, and you can often get diagnosed or not. But the thing is, so many people who are chronically fatigued or just tired all the time have completely normal adrenal hormones, and some people who are suffering with energy have very low adrenal hormones, and then you get it fixed and they still have fatigue. And also some people have normal energy but low hormones. So what's going on? Well, for years I have looked after people with adrenal fatigue. I even diagnosed it myself for people. But after years I slowly stopped even bothering or talking about it, because I really didn't think it was the key. And it's not the answer. And because adrenal fatigue, really in and of itself, there's very, very little evidence that such a disease exists at all. Yet you may be thinking, well, how come alternative practitioners can then diagnose it, they do all these different interventions and they fix the problem? And that's because they are fixing the problem, but they're not fixing what they think they are. Well, they are, because some of them know a lot more than they just talk about adrenal fatigue because it's easy to talk about. Because the real problem, the real culprit, I'll give you a clue. Okay, wait. 20%. L plus B equals 40%. You can't see all that, but that doesn't matter. Basically, hello everyone. Hello Kelly, Abigail, Hans, Fiona, Laura, Pete, Jackie, Philip, Elizabeth, and Helen. Basically, a lot of your body's energy is actually used by your liver. 20%, 21, 22% of your body's energy at rest is used by your liver, because it's kind of important. And if your liver is under strain, which today it is under a great deal of strain because of all the lifestyle things we have, toxicity, not exercising enough, a lack of nutrients, the more strain you put on the liver, the more it has to work to do all the things it needs to do. And one of the things it's doing is clearing toxins from your body. And this is where we start to get to the real answer of what's happening. Okay, you may have seen this picture before. Okay. This is my drawing of a mitochondria, which you can probably hardly see. Your mitochondria, okay, is the energy powerhouse of your cells. And in a lot of people, this is the key. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's your mitochondria that produce energy. No matter if it's a thyroid problem, adrenal fatigue, or stress, or whatever, it's the mitochondria. And if your mitochondria are not producing energy, you're going to be fatigued. And the problem is a lot of things switch off your mitochondria, such as too much sugar in your diet, which can then cause adrenal fatigue-like symptoms. Your gut bacteria, your gut health, can allow toxins to seep into your body, which turn your mitochondria off. Bacterial and viral infections turn your mitochondria off, which is one of the reasons why you feel so tired and why so many people with chronic fatigue, it starts off with some kind of illness and it switches off all the mitochondria and they fail to turn back on again. So you've got your chronic stress can turn the mitochondria off via various different mechanisms. And then you have lots and lots of different toxins, medications, antibiotics are a massive cause of mitochondrial dysfunction. Switching them off again. Various drugs switch the mitochondria off. Other drugs. Lots of lifestyle factors, basically. Not exercising enough slowly downregulates your mitochondria. And so when you start fixing all these lifestyle problems, which is often the treatment for adrenal fatigue, you start actually fixing the mitochondria. But when you really understand that most of the time it really is the mitochondria and you focus on all the things that build the mitochondria and all the things that are stopping the mitochondria working, you suddenly get a lot more energy. Now the first step that I recommend everyone takes is by getting out in the morning and getting early morning sun and exercise and movement and drinking water in the morning, because this actually is what starts charging up the energy in your body. Literally charging up the energy, but independent of mitochondrial function, which is really funky. The other thing is to cut out all the things that are causing your mitochondria to dysfunction and switch off. You've got to eliminate all the triggers. You've got to remove the toxins, remove the problems. And then your body will start gaining energy more and more. So adrenal fatigue, there's some really comprehensive studies that really are just saying that it's still basically a myth that the adrenals fatigue. It's the product of the lifestyle causing mitochondrial dysfunction, or causing the mitochondria to go into cell defense and stop working properly. And that's what you need to really focus on. And that's what people who are working with adrenal fatigue do actually change. Helen, you talked about sun, no chance. The amount of sun that you get, even on a grey, overcast day outside, is 20 to 100 times stronger than the light you get in a well-lit room. So it makes a massive difference, early morning sun. Hey, thank you, Mr. Pickard. Any other little questions here? So that is it for today, I think. Yep, adrenal fatigue doesn't really exist. It's mitochondrial fatigue, but fixing the lifestyle factors, it's not just about taking supplements, it's fixing the lifestyle factors and then building your body up, making all the different lifestyle changes you need. I will carry on with energy for the next few weeks, because it's one of the areas that I've really struggled with a lot of my patients, is when I've fixed so many different things and they're still low in energy. Now, thanks to Ari Whitten and the Energy Blueprint program, we're getting to the bottom of it. So I'll be showing gems from the Energy Blueprint and what else I learned from other wonderful people around the world over the next weeks and months probably. Okay, everyone, live long and prosper, be well, and if you know someone with energy problems, please put them in contact with the clinic, Body in Balance, 01 707 662 704.